Hello. How we doing? Welcome, welcome, Swag. So, we're back at it again with more Ace Attorney. I'm sorry, I meant to start sooner, but my brain was like, what if I got the grand idea of wanting to do something vaguely spooky themed for the day before, or the night before Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, wow. Fucking hell. The night before Halloween. But then I couldn't decide on anything, and because I didn't have anything planned, and so I was like, So I delayed a lot and just decided to play Ace Attorney after all. So we'll do something spooky tomorrow. Either some kind of vaguely horror themed game with friends, or maybe some Signalis for a proper horror game. So I have tea, no water, so please don't make me drink a ton of stuff right now, because this tea is very hot, and I will not be able to honor your requests. But yeah, after our, grand, multi-homie alley-oop into defeating Karma, we have new cases, which is weird. So Phoenix says, it's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without I forgot that Phoenix basically just doesn't get work for months at a time. How does he pay his rent? I've had offers, but none I took. Okay, Phoenix, Edgeworth must be paying your bills. There is no way that the answer is not, how do you turn down? Don't worry about it. Yeah, because my question is how do you pay your bills? How do you do this? Like you are not in a position to be turning down work, unless your wildly successful prosecutor boyfriend is just paying all of your bills. All right, so a new girl appears. February 22. Why do I come here to the office every day? I mean, isn't that where people would find you to offer you a job? Phoenix, get your head together, dog. Not like I want to work. All right, fair enough. Oh boy. Hey, can one of you snooze the ad when it gets close to ticking down for you? Cool, thanks, bye. All right, there you are, finally. Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am, it only matters who you are. Famous defense attorney Mia Fey. Chat, is this real? Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey she no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yeah, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who's murdered. That's a real relief then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you're Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please, I'm out of time. But please, you have to help. It's my sister. On tonight's episode of Phoenix Wright Attorney at Large. Wait, don't you mean at law? Not for you, Phoenix. Oh, hi, Jackie. Are you playing footsies with me? Maya? Could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma. Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy. Or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh my god, you're only 15. I forgot that this game loves to just stick Phoenix with teenagers. And I understand it's not like a creepy thing, but it is a little bit weird that the writers keep giving him teenagers to hang out with. Ah, she's CSI? I think so, yeah, basically. Also, you're on a 5-stream streak. Whoa. How you doing, Cypher? Emma Sky, one of the very few characters to survive the time skip. Yeah, because the time... I assume you don't mean literally survive, and instead you mean, like, one of the characters that shows up between Games 1 through 3 and Games 4 through 6, right? Okay, cool. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known. At my age, no less. What exactly is your current position then? Legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job. At my age, no less. Okay, yeah, no, never mind. That's very big high schooler energy. Most of the ones who show up after the time skip are ones you'd expect. So, like, Phoenix, Maya, Gumshoe, Edgeworth. Like it on the record that before the several restarts it took to get Pathfinder working, you were at an 86 stream streak. Holy shit. For real? Oh my god, Cypher, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that Pathfinder fucking up broke your stream streak. That's fucked. I wish I could like retroactively restart your streak. Damn. I like legitimately feel guilty. That's fucked up. I'm sorry. Phoenix says, great, another future professional in training. So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigation should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah. Sure can't falter for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be clear. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. Hello, Garten. Am I the nerd, or are you the nerd for watching me? Think on that. You're planning to keep it under wraps until you hit 100? Clearly what I have to do... Hello, local. What I have to do, Cypher, is I just have to stream a whole lot more consistently. So that way you can get back the numbers back up there and get it to 100. I just gotta get back on the regular stream train. Ironically, I'll probably be unavailable to stream for like 2 nights next week. But that's a problem for next week. So Phoenix says, I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. What's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. Suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And, well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Huh? Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Real. This is real sibling energy. But she's my only family. What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Alright. To the detention center. Wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am, it's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want to raise this year? Understood, ma'am. What was that all about? Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing? Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. She is... I was about to fly off the handle, but we're good, we're good. I'm keeping it cool. I'm keeping it cool. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for the district. You're a prosecutor? Yeah, we got Science Maya and Prosecutor Mia, yeah. 2 sisters, 1 a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana, I mean, they're just like... Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? There's something you should know from the start, which is the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. What? Wait, but the suspect is me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Oh God, I had the wrong button held down. We're going to have to reread this. Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot. Caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's discreet. Who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Sorry, I gotta readjust here. Okay, good. Jackie is no longer under my feet. got old lady bones, and my joints are causing me some problems right now. Hello, Brownie. Welcome, welcome. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Honestly, surprising me how we never see Lana again after this case, considering how much of Emma we see. Yeah, it is weird. I feel like Lana is too, she ends up being like really a sympathetic character, and so it's difficult because she's a prosecutor for them to like continue to use her. How go the things? Well, we just started recently. Jackie is on top of my computer now, enjoying the warm air. And my joints continue to bother me. This is very frustrating. Hold on. We gotta stretch it out. We gotta stretch it out. Too much time on my butt. All right. But yeah, so we just started the final case of this game. Lana says, "Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you?" Uh-oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? It means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They'll use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. So you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in the district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities, in a nutshell. It's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident. When I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, did she? Why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey! It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year. She was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Hey! Too bad it's not that kind, but you know. Very straight thing to say, right? Like, it's wild. Anyway, we have an ad starting in like 45 seconds. Brownie, you said you had to chase Viv down and remove a price sticker from her face. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. Sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None. But, Lana... Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it. I know. Apparently she has a history of eating pumpkins and other seasonal gourds. It's pumpkin spice season. Even the categories. How can you say you did? If I lose you... Is this the one with Gant? Is this the one with Gant, or is that a different one? I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Vivisection is the cranky elderly cat you live with? Yeah. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes, but something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm gonna find out what. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... Well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. Oh, I'm remembering this with all the different moving pieces. Yeah, okay. This is the lot where it all happened? Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they're gonna be my coworkers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes? I'm trying to not stand out too much here, see? But actually, okay, hold on. I don't think that there's, is this the first time that that rule gets mentioned? So I feel like the first multiple cases, there's nothing in here about, like, nothing that goes into, examining crime scenes. Like there's no stated rule against it. Am I wrong? Hey there! You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? It's kind of ambiguous. Gotcha. What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. His theme song is so good. Mr. Marshall. The fact that he shaves with a knife like that, absolute Chad move. Look at this guy. He's like a what's the thing that the internet does? He's a sigma alpha Chad or whatever. Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a motherload of evidence. Clearly this is the usual making it up as you go along principle of law in this universe. Yeah, probably. Man decided to go all in on cowboy? Absolutely. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to. What's this guy talking about? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Was that, hombre a friend of yours? Kinda, sorta, yeah. He's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer. Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Specifically spaghetti western, given that Bambina, yeah. I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way her eyes are sparkling, I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay now. Look at the court record. Look at this. This was top of the line technology back when the DS first got released. The Game Boy Advance could never. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Let's start examining from every angle. Look, I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with a press of enter. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID 5842189. Good evening, Claudia. Welcome. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Aha! A ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Ray. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears! No, my ears! Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. A door! This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. Drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice. You could see the whole parking lot from in there. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe? Huh? Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. You know I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. This is where the cars leave the lot. Arrow on the ground makes it more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose? Aha! The theory of relativity. What? I've got to write this down. Ah, hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe, was Mr. Relativity German? Or was he British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? Emma is a delight. No time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff! Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along. Unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. God, scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for fiddles anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you might just find you a cerveza you like. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self, look up Vittles Saloon Cerveza. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Right, great. Great, maybe there's some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me? Were you two all set? Us? It's Lunchbox Lady. What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene. Hello. Half and half, was it? Oh. Thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at ya. You don't know why, but you feel like a cowboy detective would be with. Oh my god, he totally would. Sayu would, in fact, voice the cowboy detective. Oh, fuck. Oh no. Why would you tell me that? Now that's stuck in my head. Phoenix says, thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough-up? Huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? This lady you're aware of, unfortunately? Oh no. What do you mean, unfortunately? What did I miss here? Witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up, queen. Oh, please, cough up, queen. Tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. Yipes, she means it. Hold on. Oh, we're not allowed to. I see. Okay. Fair enough. Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is sandwich. Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of iniquity. Oh, this is the case you caught a glimpse of? Yeah. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors' convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew. Most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear. This lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. What exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Starr? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Skye? Of course. It's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels late. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Starr? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who is... Oh, the kind... Oh, so? Ah, okay. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's trilobite lunch set. Never mind. You win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a trilobite's favor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Starr, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Not. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Ha! Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Starr was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past? That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning. Scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking... now you're talking cough-up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card, it's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady. Why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? It's because you are, baby. You are being mocked. So, are we just gonna, like, are we gonna talk about it, or? This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What, that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice! In a Let's Play you watched after that line, they said it also screams at Miles Edgeworth, right? Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth! You know him from somewhere? Of course! I'm his biggest fan! My sister introduced us once and... Right, my sister's the chief prosecutor, after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No! It was just Mr. Wright here. Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? Oh my god, it's hilarious. Emma just keeps walking right into it. It's like those videos of people when they step on the rake and you're like, hey, maybe you should stop stepping on the rake, and then they're like, what? And they step on the rake again. Oh no. What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. So the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. Look at this face. This is a face we did not get in the original set. This is the face of a man who's like, oh my god, my boyfriend's here. I have to play it cool. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean, wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister then? Yes, sir. Emma Sky. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Ah, now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth? Okay, this is definitely the one with Gant then, right? This is the one with the like police chief or whatever in it. I don't know why I thought he showed up in a later game. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. Hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there were some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy! Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. Edgeworth should maybe rethink his life choices, both his morals and his aesthetics. He will not change his aesthetics, but he has definitely been working on his morals. We proved that his mentor, who turned him into a ruthless prosecutor, was bad and wrong, actually. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Good portion of this case is addressing the parts of the first game where they say Edgeworth forged evidence, since that complicates things with his turn to good guy in the later games. Yeah, no, that's fair. This definitely feels like kind of a bridging case, because we can't like reintroduce all of the characters that like had the, or we can't reintroduce the handful of characters that like went on to bigger and better things, because we have to wait for them to show up in a future game, right? So in the meantime, to not ruin those characters' endings, we have to like have this kind of in-between bit. Chief Prosecutor Sky? Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Oh, sorry. I almost had Phoenix call him Mr. Edgeworth. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't he take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. But then my sister would be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm gonna start getting depressed. It's against my policy to discuss evidence with the defense, especially with you. He doesn't like you much, does he, Mr. Wright? Nah, with Edgeworth it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So that K, that's... K stands for king? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. That's the King of Prosecutors shield, huh? Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be the King of Prosecutors. Congratulations, King of Prosecutors. Please stop saying that. That still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of the shield broken off? My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right, Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. And beside it, a giant steel samurai! Wow, I want one! Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place, Wendy. Wendy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiancée? I don't think so. Work desk. Quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Old bag jump scare? Yeah. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Please don't. He'll sue you. Ooh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing! The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend! What an exquisitely splendid concoction! There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. Yeah, then you turn into a second job. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seams. So cool. Sofa hair is cool? That's an extremely normal amount of tea hobby. Yes. Tea hobby specifically, that is extremely normal amount. Whoa! These are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool! You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Hey, a chessboard! I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kinda reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Hey, check it out! There's a metal plate here. Looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner? Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. When she says it, his name does kind of have a ring to it. Basically, this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday? Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. This is the parking step from the underground line. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What right? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Oh, it's this guy. I remember this guy. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir! I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement with us, sir. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right. Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. But sir... Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Right. Yes, sir? God, he caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down at least. I do want some hot tea, actually. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it. That's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite. The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. I don't think we have anything that we'll get out of her, but we will find out later. There it is. Do you see it? Do you see him? Phew, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me. It took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hmm? Hold on, what's that? You made green with ginger and peach? Nice. Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh, wait, I know. This is the blue badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the blue badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger? Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal, what are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. There's an official, fully orchestrated version of the Blue Badger theme. Hell yes. Hell yes. Hold on. Hell yes. Anyway. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. What if she's not telling the truth? Yeah, well... No, come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. What if the evidence is faked? Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa! Chief Prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Oops. Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean, this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest-ranked people are being led into criminal affairs now. Lowest-ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank-and-file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Blue Badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course somebody else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. Heart and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? You have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the awards ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I've got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently, he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Must be because of the rumors. Detective Gumshoe, can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal, this is a detective ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card alive. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. Didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Oh, no, I remember. Bruce Goodman! He's the victim! That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Maybe it's like breaking down a shield because nobody's above the law or something. I think I think it was originally a full-blown shield, and then it got broken due to some accident. So the ID card belonged to the victim? He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago. That's too meta for cops. Yeah, right. Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Skye called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent, though. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. Only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. I was wondering about that. What, the dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs, and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. No switch, so it just dances until the batteries die. Poor blue badger, fated to dance until he drops. That's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is. What was his name? The guy in the parking lot. That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall? Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there, and nobody will look at you twice. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here? Ah, hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Ah, that old cow dog. He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self. Police investigations are like settling land. You know, actually, now that I think about it, a little bit. But, like, derogatorily. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Crumpled and discarded. Brutal. It's a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. Can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Right, let's check it out. Reminds me a little of throwing items away in Dragon Quest. Yeah, a little bit. Actually, Claudia, did you hear that the Dragon Quest 1 and 2 remake apparently adds like a ton of things? Yeah, flung the herbs unceremoniously to the ground. Yeah. See, talking about Dragon Quest is making me want to replay 1, 2, and 3. Or rather, properly play for the first time, if we're being proper about it. This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people from your generation. Whatever. Let's check this phone out. Saw some of the trailers. DQ2 seems to have a whole extra character. Yeah, I think it's a character that was originally cut from the original version of the game or something. I could be wrong. More girls is one of the best features a remake could have. Oops. Have to very slowly walk over to the thing. Now to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, defense attorney doesn't think first, just pushes the button. Hey, that song, I know that. You made that your ringtone? Hell yeah, I'm honestly tempted to do so myself. What's going on over there? Ah, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector. Oh my god. That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky. What? It's my sister's. She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Sorry, ringtunes. Oh? That? I'm sorry. That was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Oh boy, I've only been streaming for like a little bit more than an hour, but I'm so tired. I get so tired towards the end of the week. We're gonna keep going for a little bit, but this rope, is it? Yep, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. This appears to be the car where the body was found. Looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. Crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecution. Blah, blah, blah. Quite a luxury car. Just screams I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Oh my goodness. B block is through there. That's where visitors park. I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. You've been feeling cranky all day? Yeah. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. 221 SL9. It does. No, it's so clearly one of those things where you just gotta turn it upside down. Anyway. Name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so? What does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. A block. Oh my goodness, I keep yawning. This is crazy. I'm sorry, y'all. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that part. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Ms. Angel Star. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So, there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the Chief Prospector. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here? To this parking lot? So it seems. Like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now. How can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? Why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just, he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a goldmine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a-blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will? Something's up to something here. But who? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. Rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? I hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector Lana Sky. Jackie, please stop. My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? Well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, a cell phone. You think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? Sorry, my cat is behind my monitor, causing trouble. Jackie, what are you doing, baby? Huh? What are you doing? Why are you causing so much mischief, huh? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Hold on one moment. Jack, that's being a real pain in the butt right now. Come here, baby. No blanket time? No, you just want to hang out between my computer and the monitor, of course. The detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. To be continued. Dun dun dun. We're gonna play for a little bit longer. We're gonna stream for like at least another 15 minutes. But I gotta be honest, I don't know if I have it in me to even make it for 2 hours. I'm very tired. How'd the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they're suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of me. But there's one decisive difference between you and her. That is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. First trial without a Fae helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. Court is now in session for the trial of Ms. Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. Been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand. The cough-up queen? Haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down. Ah, and for you, I'd have a Fiesta Bowl. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? Ah, and you, sir? Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? So this is what everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Name. Profession. Now. Me? The name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. Prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. Huh? What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Ms. Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? Miss Star was a detective? I know who you are. Cough up? Cough up Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Star. Just who is this lady? If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot. Who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. Seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright? I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. Seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give them your worst, Ms. Starr. Wait, are they talking about me? Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective intuition. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend? How touching. As you can see, there's no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. How'd you know? I expect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim, killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I'd found my dream job when I became an investigator. if I hadn't been laid off for by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off? She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbalanced and flawless. You may continue. Oh boy. Alright. So folks, I am literally falling asleep in my chair here. You know that thing where like you struggle to keep your eyes open? I'm at that degree of tired. So I think what we're gonna do is we are going to save the game here and we will pick it up either tomorrow or maybe sometime this weekend. But yeah, girl needs some rest here. I am totally right. So, turn to the title screen. We just saved. So everybody, I do apologize for the short stream. I wanted to make sure that I got another stream in this week before Halloween. Trying to stay consistent with things. So I will probably stream again tomorrow night. Almost certainly, unless I get some last minute, you know, Halloween invite or something. But I'll keep you guys posted either way. So more than likely going to be streaming tomorrow. Oh, that was all screwed up just because my cat moved the camera. But yeah, so I'll see you guys soon. And next week, I think there will be no stream Monday, and also potentially no stream next Thursday. But to compensate, I will be streaming on Wednesday. So we're at least looking Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, potentially more. So, but yeah, anyway, more streams coming in the next few days. I'm trying to stay consistent with it because I really love streaming for you guys. You know, sometimes the game itself doesn't necessarily matter. I just like hanging out with you all. So, but yeah, so let's wrap it up here. Everybody, I hope that you have enjoyed your time for the last hour and a half. Thank you for keeping me company for this time. I really do appreciate it. If you are watching this as a VOD, thank you for letting me keep you company for this little period of time. Hopefully it was a good, you know, car ride, podcast length, something or other. Good background music while you cook dinner. I don't know. But yeah, so thank you everybody. I will see you guys, like I said, hopefully tomorrow night, and we will go from there. So I hope everybody has a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, whatever time of day it happens to be for you as you are watching this. And until our paths cross again, which hopefully should be very soon, in this big wide universe of ours, my particular corner of this particular little galaxy, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, keep on shining bright starlights. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, do take care, and bye-bye.